It's been several years since former Tennessee Volunteers head football coach Jeremy Pruitt was fired by the university following a controversy surrounding a bunch of NCAA recruiting violations. Well, finally, the NCAA, 3 years after he was fired, has finished their investigation. Tennessee is being punished an $8 million fine, forced to vacate 11 wins from his tenure. But it's not the punishment that's really catching headlines. It's Jeremy Pruitt's excuse as to why he committed said recruiting violations. And let's just be real, we know this stuff happens in college football. We know it's been happening for a long time. Now, with the recent changes in the NIL over the last few years, obviously that's changed the game a little bit. It allows everyone to kind of be above the board with some of this stuff instead of being super sketch. But we know it's been a problem in college for decades and decades. Always has been, always will be. But what's catching attention is Jeremy Pruitt's reasoning for breaking these rules. And it all has to do with identity politics. Jeremy Pruitt claims he broke NCAA rules because he felt bad about George Floyd and racial inequality. This is what made me give money to parents. This is what made me give money to black people. I felt bad about George Floyd. Holy shit. Former Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt blamed the death of George Floyd for making illegal payments and breaking NCAA rules. Pruitt was fired and exited Knoxville as disgraced coach after multiple NCAA violations, which included handing out cash in bags. Ultimately, NCAA punishment hit last week. Tennessee was fined $8 million. He was hit with a 6-year show cause penalty. Wins were vacated, and 28 scholarships will be cut over 5 years in response to these infractions. What did Jeremy Pruitt break the rules, or why did he break the rules? He felt bad about George Floyd. Look at this shit. Specifically, Pruitt claims racial inequity following George Floyd's death is what drove him to give a player's mom $300 in a Chick-fil-A bag because she was struggling financially. Quote, then you throw in George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor. Okay, so you sit there as a white man. You see all this going on. You see these kids suffering. It's pitiful when you sit in a room, you hear grown men, and I'm talking about our coaches, when they talk about growing up and the circumstances they've been under, because it's hard for a white man to understand. Pruitt explaining why he broke the NCAA rules without a care in the world, according to documents obtained by Knox News. So because George Floyd died, you felt bad for every black person in the world, including those who happen to be playing for you. So you decided to give money, to hand out money to these people. Well, spoiler alert, all this was happening before George Floyd. All this is happening a long time before that. So that's not a reason. That's not a reason for you to be doing that. This is fucking laughable. This is so stupid. And the fact that this dude, after being disgraced and fired, is now resorting to virtue signaling to try to get some good PR, I guess, from the athletes. What a joke. George Floyd made me break the rules. Really weird how that works, isn't it? Let me know what you think about this laughable excuse from former Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.